There's a big dilemma these days. We all lead extremely busy lives, and what do we do with our pets when we're out at work? A great answer is install a pet door. These days, some of the most technologically advanced give a selective entry system. In models, for instance, infrared and magnetic, operate off your cat's collar, but the most technologically advanced system is the Microchip Smart Flap, a system which works off your own cat's microchip. One of the biggest advantages is your cat does not need to wear a collar.
One of the most important things to do is to look at the number of cats you have in a given space. If you have too many cats in a space, a small space, they get very, very anxious with each other's company. Cats need the ability to share each other's company, but also escape from each other's company. They need to have their little enclaves within a household, so areas where they can go and no other cats can. And again, if we go back to the African wildcat, the ancestor of the domestic cat, these cats used to like to live in trees so they could see what was coming from a long way away. So cats like high spots that they can sneak off to, take themselves away and just keep an eye on the rest of the other cats in the household, see what's going on. And equally, they like little hidey holes where they can just go and escape the attention of other cats. This is one of the dangers where cats can crawl into washing machines and tumble dryers, so you've got to be, while providing them with little hidey holes, you've got to make sure that they don't go into places which can be dangerous as well. Interestingly, they don't like sharing resources, so if you've got 2 cats in a house, you've got to make sure that there's at least 3 hidey holes. So one cat can have a hidey hole, the other cat can have a hidey hole, and there's a spare hidey hole. Or there's 3 vantage points, so 3 high spaces, so that one cat can't occupy it and say, this is mine, you're not coming in. The other cat's got to have somewhere it can actually go as well.
The Microchip Petporte Smart Flap was the world's first Microchip Cat Flap to be developed, a system which uses your cat's own microchip to gain entry into the cat flap. It's a selective entry model that reads your own cat's microchip. The Microchip Petporte Smart Flap can be designed to program up to 25 microchipped cats. It takes the most common type of microchip, which is an FDXB, a 15-digit microchip. If anybody is unsure whether your cat's chip will read, either contact your veterinary consultant to get the number, or if you know the number, we have a chip compatibility checker, and you simply put the number in and it will tell you whether it will read your system. The cat flap is very easy to install in a wide variety of materials, from walls, windows, doors, in all fabrics including glass and metal. One of the most unique benefits is something called night mode. We all know that, a lot of RTAs, road traffic accidents, occur for a cat at night time. A lot of the skirmishes with cat fights at dawn, just as they're coming in after the hunting. And what the night mode does is it uses an ambient light sensor to automatically, once your cat's in as it's gone dusk, that it doesn't let the cat go out again. What it does do, it automatically unlocks when dawn appears in the morning. So again, the cat's in for that period of time.
Your veterinary surgeon is the best source of information regarding your cat or kitten's health. And if you need any advice, they should be your first port of call. Vaccination is incredibly important because it prevents diseases which have no simple treatments, and these diseases can cause damage which can reduce your cat's quality of life for the rest of its life. We recommend that kittens are seen by their vets from 8 weeks of age, which is when vaccination should start. They can also advise you on regular worming and flea control, which is very important for cats and families alike. You can tell if your cat's stressed by a number of symptoms that it will show you. Stressed cats will often develop cystitis. Cats have got this unique sort of physiology where their brain and their bladder have a direct connection. And if a cat is stressed, its bladder becomes inflamed and it starts to make small droplets of urine around the house. So that's quite an unusual situation in cats. You don't see that in any other species. The pain in the bladder can be so intense, the poor cat actually starts to tug the hair out over their lower abdomen in an attempt to try and alleviate that discomfort. So again, if you have a cat which is urinating in the house or is potentially tugging its hair out, your cat may be seriously stressed. Another symptom to consider is if your cat is showing increased signs of scratching. And one of the reasons cats scratch is to mark their territory. So increased scratching is saying, look, guys, this is my territory, stay out please. So if your cat's scratching even more than normal, again, your cat may be stressed. It doesn't need a scratching post, it needs something to relieve its stress and address the issues which are causing its stress in the first place.